Hey, happy Monday and happy start of July. I'm 9 News meteorologist Chris Bianchi with a look at your Colorado weather forecast. And for today, got a lot of clouds around for us here in the Denver area. It's also pretty muggy out there on this Monday morning. Thing is, we will likely be looking at a lower severe weather risk this afternoon, just thanks to all that cloud cover that we've got outside. That's going to kind of limit the amount of instability that we've got. But as we look ahead to maybe Wednesday or Thursday, could be a bit more active by then, including perhaps the 4th of July. More details on that coming up here in the next few minutes. Let's take a look outside, though. We do have some of that cloud cover overhead that is leading to a few isolated rain showers for us around the Denver area, but for the most part, it's just kind of cloudy and gray. You know what, I'm not complaining too much about that, and that, Denver does exist right now. Meantime, 7-day, those overall headlines, we do have some isolated storms around for today. It'll be drier tomorrow through the 4th. Again, just more isolated hit or miss storms for Wednesday and Thursday. Some of those could be strong on the eastern plains, but for the most part, talking about pretty isolated stuff in terms of those storms. And I would say that the overall look at the 4th of July is that it is hot and dry. Before we look at the forecast, though, I did want to look back on June. It was our second hottest June on record for us here in Denver, only behind the scorching 2012 one. You might remember that's the one where we hit 100 degrees several times, and that was the month where the Waldo Canyon fire started. That was a horrendous month of June. This is the second hottest June, only behind, again, that notorious 2012 one. We were close to 6 degrees above average. So monthly temperatures, it was hot all month long. It was hot. A couple cool days in the middle, and then otherwise it was scorching. 28 days above average, 2 below. How about that? Temperatures, 80s, 90s, eastern plains right now, 50s, 60s for us into the high country. For today, we'll get up to about 89 for us here in Denver, right around maybe 90 degrees. That's pretty close to our seasonal average. Average high for today is 88, so we'll be right around that for our day today on the first day of the month of July. We'll have those clouds around throughout the majority of the day and a chance for a few showers and storms. That severe weather risk in the metro area is pretty low today, again, thanks to those clouds. But you get a little further east, and there is a chance for some stronger storms later on this afternoon and into this evening. Right now, we are actually seeing some storms pop on up for us up into the Yampa River Valley, up by Steamboat Springs, Grand Route in Jackson County is getting some of those storms right now, and those storms perhaps producing a little bit in the way of some small hail and certainly plenty of cloudy ground lightning in Denver. I would actually imagine some of that might be reaching the ground just because we do have a fair bit of low-level moisture, but I don't think we're talking about much more than a few raindrops on the windshield right now in the metro area for those of you that might be feeling some of that. Later on through today, though, we will see some showers and some storms develop. Better chance for us into the mountains for seeing those storms today. In Denver, 1 or 2 storms around, and some of the computer forecast models hinting at the potential for some late night showers and storms, similar to what we had last night and Saturday night as well. So just keep in mind, if you do have some plans, some outdoor plans for this evening, I would probably have the rain gear with you just in case. Closer look in here at the metro area. Again, some showers and storms around. I think our computer model here might be underdoing it a little bit, but we do have some showers and storms around. Again, there will be a chance for some late night showers and storms, and maybe even some for tomorrow morning. Again, some of the models hinting at that as well. Tonight, isolated storms, partly cloudy skies, low to mid-60s for us. And taking a look at tomorrow, we'll be in the mid-80s, a little bit cooler behind a weak front that drops on through. Isolated storms around, and we'll have a bit more sunshine towards the afternoon. But I think for the most part, tomorrow, kind of trending a bit drier compared to today, yesterday, and the day before. Again, we will still have some storms around, but for the most part, I would say tomorrow looks to be fairly dry. Better chance for showers and storms southeast Colorado. Most of us likely stay dry. Wednesday, though, could be a day to watch for some stronger storms, especially on the eastern plains. Could have 1 or 2 of those stronger storms popping up out that way. 7-day forecast, looking ahead to the 4th of July. Probably dry for us. We do have a front that moves through late on Thursday night or early on Friday morning. When exactly that front drops through will determine our 4th of July forecast. We probably stay dry, so if you do have outdoor plans for the 4th, I would go ahead and go ahead with them. By the way, I mentioned how it was our second hottest June on record. I've been getting quite a few questions about what July looks like. Unfortunately, it is also trending hot and dry for us for the month of July. The one potential thing we've been monitoring, at least that I've been keeping a close eye on, is that we've seen actually a fair bit of wet weather. If you're joining us from the mountains, it's been a fairly wet last couple of weeks. Crested Butte, Telluride, Vail, even Steamboat Springs getting a storm right now. You've had a fair bit of moisture up there into the high country. It's thanks to a fairly active pattern for us in the high country. Started with a little bit of an early season monsoon look to things for us there. Hey, if we get a good monsoon, a good monsoon season, that could be a potential out for us from a hot and dry forecast. Otherwise, here, folks, it's trending very, very warm, very dry for us for the month of July. And of course, that is compared to average. July is our warmest month of the year for us in the Denver area. One of our wettest months of the year, fun fact, but is normally by far our warmest month of the year. So for us to say it's hot and dry, I'm comparing that to average. So it's trending hotter and drier than average for us in the month of July. Again, hopefully, knock on wood, we can get some meaningful moisture. We had a very dry month of June for us in the Denver area as well. We picked up in most spots less than a half-inch of rain, less than a quarter of what we typically get in June, which is our second wettest month of the year on average. So this is normally a wet time of year. May, June, July, kind of our peak months for precipitation for us in the Denver area, and we don't get it like we didn't get last month. That is often a bit of an ominous sign, but hopefully, again, mountains got their moisture. That was good. Just the Denver area mostly missing on out. More details for you come up at 9 News at noon and at 2 p.m. here on 9 News Plus. Then we'll have Chief Meteorologist Kathy Sabin in at 4, 5, 6, 9, and 10 later on this evening. Once again, I'm 9 News Meteorologist Chris Bianchi. Thanks for joining us here on 9 News Plus. Have a great rest of your day.